Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race number 9 of the DACup series. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we race with heavy hearts as Anthony Hubert was tragically killed in a crash during a Formula 2 race this past weekend at Circuit Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. I know I butchered the name of the track, but so today on lap 19, in honor of Anthony, I will remain silent. So he will be missed. But as they say, the show must go on. It is a surprising pole sitter this week. Steven Merzlak will take pole position alongside Sean English in the number 6. Last time around, it was Travis Hoefflin taking the win at Pocono. Lana Kiro will take 3rd, and Zen Langton in 4th. Corbin and Riles, teammates and co-owners of their team, will be sharing row 3. Blade Runner, Tang, Mullen, Hoefflin, Dylan Young, Jennifer Legacy, Onesto Carpenter, and Trey Coleman rounding out the top 15. There is the rest of your qualifying results. So as we get set to go racing here at the newly constructed Denver Motorsports Park here in Aurora, Colorado. Speeds expected to be pretty high. Off of turn number 4, here they come. Pace car dives in. They get oh so close to that restart zone. And green flag is out. We are underway in Colorado. Merzlak with a great jump, but it gets a little too hard into the corner. He just way up. Here comes Alana Kiro now to the inside. Down the back straightaway for the first time today. Kiro with the lead now. Here comes Corbett now to the inside of the 7. Three wide now for 3rd as they round turn number 4 for the first time today. Kiro will lead lap 1, and it is 4 wide as here comes Hoefflin now to the inside of Mullen, Blade Runner, and more. They settle it down to 3 wide. Now it's 4 wide once again as they run through the corner. 5 wide even. Down the back straightaway they go. Kiro still leads down into turn number 3. But it is a hornet's nest of a midfield today. Ooh, as Hoefflin backs up the entire inside lane there. Back up towards the front. They are battling side by side. For the most part, all the way through the field with the exception of a couple of spots, including the lead. Carpenter dives it way down in turn number 1, trying to get to the inside of the 62, who's trying to get inside of the 99. Kiro with a huge lead now as it is Sean English taking 2nd from the 97 of Riles. Blade Runner up to 4th. Langton up to 5th. Merzlak back to 6th. 3 wide for 7th between the 2 CRI Dodges of Hoefflin and Mullen, along with the 1 of Carpenter. Mullen with a huge loss there through turns 1 and 2. So Hoefflin will take that spot. Down the back straightaway now they go. As it looks like it's 3 Lionheart and a Home Depot Chevrolet farther back in the field in the wall, losing several spots there. As we'll see the other Kiro sibling now trying to fight his way through the field. Hunter Kiro trying to get around the 86, can't quite do it this time by. Farther up the field, Mullen now in the middle of 3 wide, almost 4 wide situation there. Down the front tri-oval area. Meanwhile, the front of the field getting spread out. Now as the field begins to settle down towards the front, middle of the pack though, still lots of racing. So everyone's trying to jockey for position, trying to find any sort of position they can on this newly constructed facility. Blade Runner up to third around the 97, now looking to make a move on the 6. Through 1 and 2, runs a lower line that time by. 3 wide now, just outside the top 10. Mullen, along with, looks like the 9 of Dalton and the 8 of Cam Barnes. Cam Barnes with a bad exit, couldn't quite get the move done. Now Mullen drives it deep into turn 1, drifts up the track a little bit. That's going to allow Dalton and Corbett here to catch back up. Corbett actually has the one outside the top 10. That's kind of surprising considering the speed that his Ford has been showing all season long. Meanwhile, Riles trying to get back to the 77 through 1 and 2 now. Ooh, almost had a wreck there as they were momentarily 5 wide through 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2, I mean. Carpenter trying to make it 3 wide now on Crago and Hoefflin. Down the front straightaway, can't quite get there. Hoefflin will actually be able to make the power move on the outside and hold that position. Now looking to make a move on the 77. 218 miles an hour going into turn 1 before he finally hit the brakes. Crago almost gets into the 77 Blade Runner through 1 and 2. So yeah, speeds are crazy here. Hitting 207, 208, entering the corner here. Hoefflin now trying to make the move on Merzlach. For the 5th position, Crago sniffing for a chance to get a position as well. Looks like if you're in a draft, you can easily hit 218, maybe even 220 if you're lucky. But if you're by yourself, you can only get about 210 miles an hour. 82 Langton now gets in the second. Crago up to third. Hoefflin kind of stuck behind that 97. And now looks to the outside. Can't quite get the move done. Meanwhile, the 6 of English trying to run down that 29 car. In fact, the 6 has actually closed in the last 3 laps now. Also, I believe I said the 82 was up the second. That would have been wrong because English is obviously in second. 82 is actually in third. However, Langton might not be in third for long. Here comes Crago and Hoefflin trying to take that spot away with Riles in the mix as well. Field still racing hard with one another farther back in the field. Closer English has gotten to Hero, the less time he's managed to take off of that 29 car. Interesting to see how much time he takes off this time by, because last time it was only by 300ths. Ford, Pontiac, Dodge, Ford. Your top five with the Chevrolet in sixth. Of course, when I say that in 2/10 now was the distance between the 6 and the 29 that time by. Into 3 and 4 for the 13th time today. Ooh, Lana had a little bit of a better lap that time by. Hoefflin now up to third. Here comes Carpenter looking to take fourth. This field really getting spread out now, but still relatively racing side by side. English looking to make the move here down the front straightaway. He gets side by side with the 29 at the quarter panel. Down in front straightaway they go, side by side for the lead. And English leads out of turn one. Can he clear the 29 on corner exit? Yes, he will. English now to the lead with Hoefflin just ahead of the one. Carpenter all but pushing the 13 down in turn number 3. And that moves Hoefflin way out of the groove. That's going to allow Carpenter to take third away from the 13. Maybe allow Riles to also take advantage and take the fourth spot. Yes, it will. Riles up to fourth. Hoefflin loses 2 spots back to fifth. Field really spread out now as we cycle through the field once again. Teammates Merzlak and Blade Runner were momentarily battling there, but Merzlak got a little loose exit in the corner, couldn't quite make it stick. Blade Runner hold on to the 8th position for now. Doing a really good run today for both Steven Merzlak Racing. Meanwhile, Krieger Racing Incorporated also battling up there in the top 10. Hoefflin and Langton rather side by side with Krieger in the mix as well. And something I just now noticed, Hero's gotten back around English for the lead. English and Alana cross the line. Meanwhile, the one of Carpenter continues to try and hold off for fourth. Can't quite hold off Langton, though. Langton will try and take the fourth spot away through 1 and 2. Through 3 and 4, it is Alana Kiro and Sean English battling for the lead. These two have won a race, or, well, both of them have won at least one race already. Alana with 2, English with 1. But as we cross over on lap 19, I will shut up and honor Anthony Hubert. Side by side now for the lead going in turn number 1. English and Kiro still battling side by side. Three wide, farther back in the top 10. Crago, Langton, and Hoefflin all battling side by side. These three just cannot get away from each other, can they? English momentarily has an advantage on Kiro, but they're still side by side down the front straightaway. This is actually allowing the rest of the field to catch up. Believe it or not, now English just drives it in deep, or Kiro just let him by. Either way, English now clear of the 29. Meanwhile, it's now Corbett in 10th. He managed to get around the 15 of Bishop. This field really spread out now. As we're actually almost near the halfway point, only 44 laps in this race. We are on lap 22 now. At the line, it will be halfway through this race. As pit stops are actually happening, Hunter Kiro, the 86 and the 13, all on pit road. So it looks like these guys can just barely make it to the end potentially. Now, just about everyone else dives to pit road. Anybody stay out? The 3 of Lionheart does. The 84 of... what's his name? DJ McCorder stays out. And the 91 of Gorman stays out. So those 3 will pretty much be guaranteed. So those 3 guaranteed to make it to the end. Well, then again, so is pretty much everybody here pitting right at the halfway point. It's going to be interesting to see where everybody pops out here. English with a huge lead over Alana Kiro and Carpenter in 3rd. Ooh, as the 82 of Langton goes way wide, as does Riles to an extent. I don't know if that will be a penalty for the 82 or not. We'll have to see here if that is a penalty. As it looks like the 7 of Merzlag and the 92 of Kiro both on pit road still. What happened to Kiro? Oh, there was a wreck. Merzlag. Oh. So Merzlag, the 83 and the 24 all made contact. The 7 and the 83 went out onto track right in front of the 92. And Kiro would have had plenty of time to avoid that, wouldn't he? I mean, these guys are technically going over 200 miles an hour entering this corner. Yeah, Kiro definitely had plenty of time to slow down and cut to the inside there. Don't know what he was thinking. In any case, there was no caution for that. Oh, yes, there was. Never mind. I was wrong. People were catching up, so it looked like there was no caution. In any case, we just made it past halfway. And, of course, we have a caution. It is Kiro in second, English in first. Carpenter, Lionheart saved by the bell of the caution, able to get a fuck ton of spots. He is up to fourth. Hoefflin in fifth. The 77 will be in sixth position. Riles in seventh. Crago in eighth. Bishop in ninth. And the 82 Langton will be rounding out the top 10. Tough day for Merzlag. He was doing so well in this race. The 51 and Dylan Young also retired from the event. Not the greatest of debut races for those drivers. Kiro and Merzlag still on pit road. Kiro, no doubt, going to retire from this event. But what happened to the 51 is my question, because he has heavy damage on his car there. Oh, we had another wreck, I guess, coming out of the thing, and Dylan Young just pile drives into there. As is the 83. And it doesn't, and the 92 does indeed retire from the event. Merzlag goes the third lap down. These are really long caution laps here. And Merzlag does indeed retire from the event. Fortunate day for those guys. And it looks like we will get the 1 to go signal this time by. It was an unfortunate set of events for those drivers. So they come out of turn number 4, back into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. We are racing once again at Denver Motorsports Park. The three first, well, not the three first winners, but 3 winners so far this season have been huge. Carpenter, Kiro, and English all battling side by side. Carpenter trying to take the lead. Through 3 and 4 now they go. English on the outside as they begin to exit turn number 4. Ooh, the 77 into the wall, just exiting the corner. That is not going to help his race any. As Blade Runner begins to lose spots because of that contact. Hoefflin up in the 5th, Crago up in the 6th. The 82 making up several spots now. English just hangs on to the lead ahead of Carpenter now. Carpenter, of course, already with 3 wins this year, looking to defend his championship. Three Lionheart also trying to get into the mix. He wants to get a win after what happened back at Phoenix. Back in, I think it was race number 4 or 5. Something like that. Anyways, the 3 leading every lap of the race for pretty much a good 95% of it. Lost the lead due to lap traffic to the person right in front of him, along with Hero. And unfortunately for Lionheart, he couldn't regain the lead. Hero went on to win the race. Now Lionheart's looking for revenge, trying to get to the lead himself, but he's going to have to get around the 29 car to do it. He was running back down in the lower 20s, high 30s in position after hitting well earlier. Now he has the cleaner air and the track position to do it. Almost gets to 29, exiting turn number 4. Down the front straightaway they go, side by side for the 3rd position. Meanwhile, up ahead of them for the lead, it's Carpenter and English. 13 of Hoefflin tried to go on the outside, entering turn 1. Lost a lot of grip, a lot of ground. And it is Lionheart to 3rd and Carpenter to 1st. But English not giving up. He's giving everything he has to get back around the defending champion. Craigo now side by side with the car he owns for the 5th position. Langton in the mix as well. Bishop doing pretty decently. Gorman up to 10th now. Very good day for him. Craigo almost gets into the 13. Meanwhile, Lonic Hero now side by side with the 3, trying to get back. Ooh, Hoefflin moves Craigo down the track. That was contact. As now Langton side by side with Craigo for the 6th as they enter turn 3. Hero side by side with Lionheart. English side by side with Carpenter. English has the run down the front straightaway. Can he take advantage? Lionheart was able to hold off Hero. Can he now try and take a peek underneath Carpenter for 2nd? As English clears the 1, entering turn 1. Ooh, but English drifts up high. He drove it in too deep in turn 1. Now here comes back Carpenter. Trying to get the lead back. 11.5 laps to go right now. Now here comes Lionheart. Trying to take 2nd from English as now the 1 drifts up the track. They are 3 wide for the lead, just about. Lionheart backs out of it, but that also allows Hero to get back into the mix and will take 3rd on the outside and maybe Hoefflin 4th on the outside as they go back down towards turn number 1. English led that lap, but it's going to be Carpenter trying to take the lead out of turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. 10.5 laps to go now. It's a freight train on the outside. Carpenter will take the lead, though. Everybody on everyone else's bumper as they run through 3 and 4 now. I heard somebody scraping against the wall. Looks like we're all still good. Carpenter leads that time by. English 2nd. Hoefflin and Hero battling for 3rd. Now they're 3 wide for 3rd momentarily here as Craigo makes the move. Now they're 3 wide for 4th. Make that 2 wide for 5th as the 3 is able to hold on. 9 to go at the line now. English trying to make the run to the inside and will actually be ahead of the 1 as they exit the corner. But who will lead the lap? It will be English as they get to the line here. Hero now in the slipstream of the 6. Trying to get side by side with the 1 for 2nd as they go through turn number 1. And now it's the 3 Lionheart looking to make it 3 wide, exiting the corner. Couldn't quite get there. In fact, Hero blocking the 3 kind of slowed them both up. Can English get win number 2 of the season? Hoefflin making an aggressive move. Moves the 29 up further up the track as he tries to take 3rd place. He got victory last time around at Pocono, and he wants victory again. 82 lengthen all the way down to the apron. Down the front straightaway and into turn number 1. He will make the move around the 3 of Lionheart. Ooh, crash! Lionheart gets turned! Everybody looking for a way to pile or try to get around. Ooh, more contact up farther ahead. More drivers get involved. English leads at the line. Legacy is involved. The 90 is involved. The 83 looks to be involved. That was a huge multi-part wreck. Lionheart comes down pit road immediately. We'll have to take another look at that. It looks like coming off of turn number 2, looks like the 99 Corvette just gets over ambitious, gets into Lionheart, and both go around. Bishop and Blade Runner nowhere to go. Blade Runner and McWhorter make contact. Riles luckily escapes through there. I have no idea how the hell Austin Spencer managed to get around on the outside. Tries to go to the inside, can't quite get there. He makes contact with the 42 of Harris after McWhorter gets T-boned by him. 86 Miller into the 84 as well, and then into the wall with the 90 of the Max right behind him. And then I have no idea how the hell the 02 and 26 make it through, but they do. From onboard the 31 of Keshiel. This will certainly be an interesting finish to the race. Lionheart back on track, as is the 77 of Blade Runner. I have no idea. Where did the 30 get? Alright, so Legacy already had the damage to her car. Probably from that earlier contact that I just now remembered. Anyway, so Carpenter is in second. He already has 3 wins. English has 1 win, looking for his second. Lana Kiro is in third, has 2 wins. Langton looking for his first win of the season in fourth. Hoefflin just won last week in fifth. Crago looking for the first win of the season in sixth. Lamas looking to become the first multiple-time champion in over 5 years in seventh. Also looking for his first win of the season. Andrew Gorman looking for a decent run in eighth. Riles in ninth, and Alan Bledsoe in 10th. That is your top 10. As we are going to get 1 lap to go. Somebody pitted, I think. Running order changed a little bit. And joining the those in the garage will be DeMax, McWhorter, Bishop, Spencer, and Miller out due to that huge wreck down the back straightaway. As we will have 3 laps to go at the line. It's a bit more than what we had at Pocono last week. Into the restart zone once again. Green flag is out. We're underway once again at Denver. Riles all the way out to the wall almost, trying to find positions. Lengthen trying to hold off Hoefflin for 4th, rather. Won't be able to do it. Top 4 now. Top 4 all winners in the season already. Can any of them take victory once again, or will some other driver behind these guys manage to work their way up towards the front? Another driver hits the wall farther in the back. Couldn't quite hear it, or couldn't quite see who it was. Carpenter now trying to hold off Lonakiro for 3rd. Lengthen up to 4th now. Ooh, Lengthen almost gets into the 29 there. Has to back off. Crago now side by side. Almost making it 3 wide there. Lap and a half to go now. Can English hold off Carpenter for the win? English did win at a similar track to this. And ironically enough, around the same area. It was Pikes Peak. Actually, I want to say 2 weeks ago, actually. Back in race number 7. White flag in the air. Carpenter looking up towards the outside lane. Ooh, looks like Carpenter might momentarily got into the wall. Now Carpenter now trying to get side by side with English. Down into the back straightaway. Side by side. Will we have a last lap pass? Will we have a photo finish? Carpenter leads into turn number 3. We are going to have a photo finish here, folks. Get the cameras ready. Who is going to win here at Denver as my graphics go crazy? It is going to be... my game crashed! No! Oh, god damn it. Last possible second at the worst possible time. 2. What the fuck? God damn it, I just lost a whole 40 minutes worth of recording. Oh wow, the race could have gone a lot longer than it did. God damn it. Well, that sucks.